Did you know that if food waste were a country, it'd be the third largest greenhouse gas emitter on the planet? It's a truly staggering thought, isn't it? Right now, a massive amount of our everyday food scraps and farm waste is basically acting as fuel for this growing crisis. But what if all that waste wasn't waste at all, but hidden treasure? Every single day, tons of food go uneaten, and huge piles of agricultural leftovers just decay. A lot of this organic stuff ends up in landfills. Now, when food and organic matter break down in these oxygen-starved environments, imagine a sealed container where things can't breathe properly. They let off methane. That's a greenhouse gas far more potent than carbon dioxide in the short term, like a much thicker blanket trapping heat. In fact, methane is responsible for about 30% of the global warming we've seen since the Industrial Revolution. This isn't just bad for the environment, it's a colossal waste of resources. We're literally throwing away potential energy, almost like tossing out charged batteries, along with valuable nutrients and a chance to build a more resilient and sustainable way of life. Our current system, produce, consume, discard, is like a conveyor belt heading straight for trouble, putting a huge strain on our planet and seriously contributing to climate change. And the sheer amount of organic waste? It's putting immense pressure on our landfill capacity, which is already stretched to its limits, a growing headache for communities all over the world. We're stuck in a cycle that's polluting our air, fouling our water, and stripping our soil. If we don't act, the consequences are piling up just as fast as the waste itself. Picture this: vast fields growing food, all the water used, and the energy burned for transport and refrigeration, all for that food to end up decomposing and releasing harmful gases. This isn't some distant, abstract environmental issue. It hits us right where we live, our health, our economies, and the very future of how we produce food. Landfills overflowing with organic matter aren't just an eyesore. They're like hidden factories, quietly pumping out methane that accelerates global warming. And what's more, our reliance on fossil fuels for energy just digs the hole deeper, locking us into a nasty cycle of emissions and environmental damage, like being stuck on a problematic merry-go-round. We're missing a vital piece of the puzzle, a way to close the loop and turn this huge problem into a powerful solution. The opportunity to reclaim this energy and these nutrients is massive, yet we're barely scratching the surface. For example, in the United States alone, it's estimated we've only tapped into about 5% of the potential for food waste-to-biogas systems. That's like finding a gold mine and only picking up a few nuggets. But here's where the story gets a powerful shot of hope. This isn't some far-fetched sci-fi dream. It's a revolution that's already happening, and it's powered by something called biogas. So, what exactly is biogas? Simply put, it's a renewable energy source made when organic materials, think food scraps, farm waste, animal manure, even sewage, break down without oxygen. The real magic happens through a natural process called anaerobic digestion. Imagine an army of tiny recyclers, microorganisms, having a feast inside a sealed tank called a digester, which acts like a giant mechanical stomach. They munch away at this organic waste, breaking it down and producing two main things: biogas and digestate. The biogas, mostly methane and carbon dioxide, can be captured and used. You can burn it to create electricity and heat or upgrade it to renewable natural gas, RNG. Think of it as purifying the biogas to a high-quality fuel to feed into existing gas pipelines or fuel vehicles. And the other product, digestate? It's a nutrient-packed sludgy material that makes fantastic organic fertilizer, like a superfood smoothie for our soils, far better than synthetic stuff. The benefits here are game-changing. First off, biogas systems drastically cut down greenhouse gas emissions. By capturing methane that would otherwise leak from decomposing waste in landfills or manure lagoons, it's like putting a lid on a major source of warming. And when we use biogas for energy, we don't need to burn as much fossil fuel, which means even fewer carbon emissions. Secondly, it's a perfect example of a circular economy in action, where waste becomes a resource, much like nature's own recycling program. Instead of waste, we get valuable resources. Nutrients like nitrogen and phosphorus are recovered in the digestate and go back into the soil, making it richer and cutting down our need for energy-guzzling synthetic fertilizers, which can be like junk food for the soil and pollute our rivers and streams. It's a closed-loop system that makes our farming more sustainable, similar to how a well-balanced terrarium sustains itself. On top of the environmental wins, there are real economic and social upsides. Building and running biogas plants creates skilled jobs, often in rural areas, giving local economies a boost. Farms and communities can generate their own power, becoming less reliant on unpredictable energy markets and more energy secure, like growing your own vegetables instead of always depending on the supermarket. This can mean big savings on waste disposal fees and energy bills, and even create new income by selling extra energy. Plus, these systems improve local environmental health by cutting down on odors and pathogens from raw organic waste, leading to cleaner air and water. This isn't just a cool idea, it's a technology that's scalable, meaning it can be built small for a farm or huge for a city, like Legos adapting to any design, reliable, and can provide energy 24/7, unlike some other renewables. Biogas plants can be tailored for small farms, huge industrial sites, or even city centers. All around the world, from individual farms turning manure into power to massive facilities processing hundreds of thousands of tons of city food waste each year, biogas is making a real difference. Yet, there's so much more we could be doing. Imagine if we really scaled this up, tapping into that other 95% of potential in places like the U.S. The positive impact on our climate targets and the sustainability of our food system would be incredible. So what can you do? You can start by learning more about biogas and supporting efforts to recycle organic waste in your community. Share this video to let others know about this amazing solution. You can also advocate for policies that help get more biogas infrastructure built. Think of it as helping lay the groundwork for a cleaner future. Every piece of food waste we divert and every kilowatt of clean energy we generate gets us one step closer to a healthier planet. The biogas revolution offers a truly powerful way to create a sustainable food system. It shows how we can turn our biggest challenges into amazing opportunities, transforming everyday waste, the stuff we usually throw out without a second thought, into a foundation for cleaner energy, richer soils, and communities that thrive. By embracing biogas, we're not just managing waste. We're actively building a more resilient, circular, and sustainable future for everyone. The power to change is literally in our hands and in our food scraps. Thank you for watching.